Working. All right, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But all right, we got a great show for you today. And oh man, my headphone sounds one-sided. But all right, I think we live.
Mhm.
And all right, perfect. So yeah, so we got some good news and bad news about the Yankees. Welcome everybody back to the First Inning Radio Show. And yeah, man, I got Michael Caputo with me today. And yeah, I mean the Yankees had some ups and downs, but after last night's game was horrible. But the
Yeah,
Yankees did well, man, with having Florial and
it was doing great. Yeah,
and also having Greg Allen and also the first baseman Chris Gittens. He played very well at first base.
yeah,
So these are the I think with everybody with the trade deadline and blah blah blah, with these guys, with those three guys, I think you should build a team around those three guys.
yeah. And
You
by the way,
know?
before we talk about this, that manager that I was talking to you about, his name was Ralph Hook. That's it. Yeah, that Yankee manager that managed the Yankees many years ago. He was great. So yeah, Ralph Hook was the guy.
Oh yeah, Ralph Hook. Yeah, he was another good
Yeah,
guy. Yeah, that was. I mean, Yankees had a lot of managers, but Aaron
yeah,
Boone, man, he's starting to be questionable on the
yeah,
managerial side, if you know what
yeah.
I mean.
He's bad.
Um,
After last night, that was an absolute, just total debacle. That game. That was. I just wanted to. I wanted to just basically throw my remote control at the game last night. I was so upset. That was I don't know, between that loss, the Astros loss, and the Angel loss. I don't know what was the worst. They're just all equally bad, these losses. But
yeah,
that loss, that was just that was a kicker. That was just, we had that game in the bag. You have Luis Sessa that goes out there and only throws 5 pitches, and you take him out, and you put Chad Green in there. What Aaron Boone was thinking, I have no idea whatsoever. This guy is a little league manager. He really is. He's a little league manager. He's terrible. He's got to go. He's not a manager. He's just, this guy is going to ruin our season now. It's going to be him. He's going to be the reason why the Yankees don't make the playoffs, and the bullpen. They're still playing good like a team. I cannot say that this was the offense. They did their job. All right, they didn't score a whole lot of runs, but 3-1 is good in the ninth inning.
right.
It looks like they had this game in the bag. And with 2 outs, what does Chad Green do? He freaking gives up a double. That guy throws meatballs. I mean, he can't close the ninth inning, Chad Green. He
Well,
sucks.
he's blown. Chad Green has blown many games.
He
Uh,
sucks.
when he
Two
was
blown
first
saves
with the
this year,
Yankees
believe it or not.
and
He
when he
hasn't
came
blown
back
more
with
than
the
that. It
Yankees.
seems like he's blown more, but he's never been good in the ninth inning. And he
He's
shouldn't
blown.
be in this role. You should have brought in Luis Sessa to close out the ninth. Matter of fact, you should have just brought in Chapman or Britton because they were available. But no, boom, I have to rest guys. Don't you know that we got to win every single game from here on out?
Well,
Well,
Britain, they weren't gonna bring him in because he would have been pitching for like the fourth day or something like that,
I
and they
know,
were
but
gonna let him
still,
pitch.
Garrett Cole's pitching tonight, and he gives you 7, 8 innings. They shouldn't have worried about the bullpen. I don't know why this team is so analytically driven. It's insane. It's so pathetic. Garrett Cole was on the mound the next night, and he gives you 7, 8 innings. He's an innings eater. He's a workhorse. What do you worry about the bullpen for the next game when you have him pitching? He'll give you 7, 8 innings. So they could have used Chapman or Britton, but the guy I would have went to was Luis Sessa. He got them all out in the eighth inning on 5 pitches, and they should have brought him in the ninth to close it out. If you would have struggled, then maybe you'd take him out and put in Britton or Chapman. Okay, but we don't know how that would have really went. But I tell you this, they would have definitely won that game. They would have won that game. They blew it.
Yeah,
Because
they would have definitely did some damage there, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know I don't know what they were thinking at all, man. I really
they
don't
blew it.
understand it, man.
They blew it.
They
They had the game won, and they had it in the bag, and they hand the ball to Chad Green. And Aaron Boone's excuse because Luis Sessa threw 23 pitches the two nights before. So what? This is like a playoff atmosphere now. This is a pennant race. These games, you're not supposed to be throwing these games away. You're supposed to win every single game from here on out. You can't lose these games. You can't afford to lose any more games. What is this guy
at
doing?
all,
He
at
doesn't care
all.
about making the playoffs. Then you shouldn't be here. Then you leave.
That's true, man. They play down to these guys when they have to do everything to win this game.
He's resting these guys as of like, we're in a playoff position. We're not. We're trying to fight for a playoff spot. We're 4.5 out of the wild card, and we're 8 games out of first place. They would have been 6 games out if they won last night, and they would have been 5 out of the loss column. And now they're 8 games back. And if they lose tonight, they're 9 games back. I mean, this is the season for them. If they don't take 3 games out of 4, it's over. Because if we split, we're still 8 games out. So we have to take 3 out of 4.
It's true.
I mean,
they have to. They have to win, but they're not gonna do it. That's the thing, man. This team.
Oh, they better
is
do it because if they don't, this season's over.
They don't have any bullpen to rely on. I mean, every guy you put in there is gonna blow the game at some point or another. You know what I mean?
They got a horrible bullpen, and they have to fix their bullpen. Then
how many times have they had the game won?
This bullpen's an absolute shit show.
Yeah,
they keep blowing it every single game.
How many times?
It's ridiculous.
How many times have they had the game won, and you bring in these guys from out of nowhere and they blow the game?
They can't pitch in high leverage situation. They can't pitch in high leverage situations. They have the most blown saves in baseball. Their bullpen. Their bullpen is the worst.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know it had the most blown saves. It's that bad. This bullpen that everybody was saying it was so good, it was the best bullpen in baseball a couple of years ago. It sucks. All they do is blow leads. They can't hold a 5-run lead or a 6-run lead. Are you kidding me? These guys are like they're all chokers.
Yeah, man. I mean, with Chad Green, he's been doing that when he was first with the Yankees. When they traded him away,
there's nobody
when
that
they
you can
brought him
trust
back, he's still doing the same thing.
Anybody.
So it's like that guy, they're gonna have to get rid of him at some point in time.
They gotta get rid of the whole bullpen. I would trade everyone away.
I think he would have been a great part to do in the trade deadline. That's how they should get rid of these guys.
At the deadline. They should be selling the whole bullpen at the deadline.
They should find. Well, at the trade deadline, they gotta really need a pitcher at the trade deadline. So they're gonna have to find somebody.
About the bullpen. They should sell those guys.
Yeah.
Sell Chapman, sell Britton, sell Green. We don't need these guys.
Yeah,
they suck anyways. They can't get anybody out. We need guys that can get guys out. The only one that you can trust is Jonathan Loizaga. That's it. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best arm in the bullpen.
At this point,
and they have to get a starting pitcher. But what good is it getting a starting pitcher when they're not going to go anywhere? Steve?
Well, with the trade deadline coming up, they can make some moves and maybe trade for some guys in bullpen and starting pitching. Maybe they can make a trade with a team that can have that type of combo. That's what we need. We need a team that has we could find a team that's willing to trade a combo, maybe like that, a starting pitcher and a bullpen guy. Maybe they could trade some prospects or not even. They don't even need to trade prospects. They could just trade one of these guys, or they could throw Aaron Hicks in there. They could. I mean, that's the general manager's job is to figure it out. Because the general manager, he's the guy that knows the situations with the contracts and all that. So we don't know what teams are willing to trade or not. We can only assume, but. It'll be a stupid idea to even pick up a position player. We need a pitcher. Bottom line, at least a starting.
But are they going to do it? They don't do it. They don't get the pitcher, and they don't get the right pitcher. And it looks like this is the season for them. I think they're watching very close in this series because this is the end for them. If they lose this series, I think they know they got to do zealous.
Well, the season's over for the Yankees, period, already, because this is what you're going to see the whole rest of the year. And this is how this Yankee season will end at the ending of the year. They're going to end. They're going to lose the season just like we saw. That's how they're going to lose the season. And then we're going to be all waiting for next year. So I wouldn't get your hopes up.
It doesn't look too good. Doesn't look promising. If they lose tonight, then I'm going to have to agree with you with that. If they lose this game tonight, then I think the season is over. And I don't even want to watch them. And I don't know what the hell they're going to do next Friday. I mean, they're just they're so embarrassing, this team. It's like watching paint dry.
This is not a play. They were a playoff team, but now with all the injuries that they have and next man up are gone and all this is not a playoff team anymore.
But even when they were healthy, they sucked. They don't play good when they're healthy. They had all those guys on the team. They did nothing. The whole season, 3 months already.
Yeah,
we're 3 months into the season. Well, it's 4 months, whatever it is. They still can't. They still can't win, even if they get Judge and when they get Judge and Urshela back next Tuesday. They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to be too. They're going to be too far games out.
It's already too late to even come back on a season because they let it go for too long. They let it drag on for too long, man. So now the trade deadline is not even going to help this team. at all.
No, it's not. And I don't know why they're waiting all the way to the trade deadline. I would make moves as soon as possible, like ASAP. I would do something right now. Right now. I wouldn't wait till next Friday. You got to do something right now at this moment. You got to make a trade now because your chances look very, very slim to none. You got to I would pull the trigger now.
Yeah, but you know that what Steinbrenner said, he's not gonna get rid of anybody or fire anybody. So this is what we're gonna stay with for the rest of the season. Now, the ending of the season, I don't know. I think they will be changing, people, but I don't see it happening at all, man. Cashman's not going nowhere. Aaron Boone ain't going nowhere. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in love with these guys, man, and
Yeah,
they're not
they think they're
going
all
nowhere.
franchise plays. That's why it's ridiculous. It's so pathetic. It's ridiculous.
So
Well, they got to do something now because if they don't do something, they're going to probably wait till next Friday, which is pathetic. They could do moves ahead of the deadline. Look at the Rays. They traded for Nelson Cruz. Why can't the Yankees do something like that?
but exactly, and I don't know, man. They're gonna have to rely on these new guys, man, like Greg Allen and Gittins.
Yeah, they are relying on them, and it's actually
And,
working, except for last night because they blew the game because of the bullpen. So they're going to blow all these games. And I tell you right now tonight, don't be surprised tonight. Garrett Cole pitches great, and they have a lead going into the ninth inning, and the bullpen blows it again. I'm telling you, if that happens again, that's it for me.
It happens
This
a lot.
bullpen is that bad, man. Wow. Their bullpen is just an abomination.
It
It's just
happens
like
a lot with
abomination
this
to epic
team, man.
proportions. It's so bad.
It's
You can't make this shit up.
It's crazy how they come up ways to lose, man.
I told you, it's not one thing, it's another. It's not the rotation, it's the offense. Not the offense, it's the bullpen. It's not the bullpen, it's the manager. It's always going to be something else, and then what's going to be next? I mean, it's always something with this team.
Exactly.
They can't click on all cylinders. Never.
And plus,
not this year, anyways. It's just been a bad year, man. Horrible to watch. I mean, this has been an awful, awful Yankee team. This is the worst Yankee team in the history of the Yankees. It's just bad.
I think it could be, man, because you got
Yeah.
players out from injury. You got players out due to COVID.
Yeah, and then the COVID thing hit. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Just that just adds more insult to
It's
injury.
just
I think this
crippling.
team was already going nowhere. I mean, the COVID injuries, they were all healthy and they did nothing. There's no excuse. They had Judge, they had all these guys, and they still did nothing. The whole season they played like this. The Red Sox. This is another thing that burns me up. The Red Sox were projected to be a fourth place team this year. They weren't even supposed to make it, and all of a sudden they overachieved. They got little pickups. They brought the manager back, Alex Cora, and they are a playoff team. Well, it just burns me up. They didn't even do anything, the Red Sox, in the offseason. They made no big acquisitions.
They just been playing small ball, winning games, man. That's something.
They bring the manager back, and then all of a sudden, the whole team wakes up and loves to play again and wants to be a playoff team. It's unbelievable. Goes to show you, when you have a great manager, that does that to the team. I guess they love Alex Cora. He won with them. I mean, Aaron Boone is the complete opposite. They don't want this guy. They hate him. They don't want to play for him.
I don't know what it is with this team, man. They don't even want to do nothing.
They don't. What did the Red Sox do in the offseason last year? They got Hunter Refford. They got Kiki Hernandez. They didn't do anything. Those are moves that put a team over the top. I mean, they didn't do anything, Boston. They had the same exact team that they had last year when they didn't make the playoffs. And now all of a sudden, they're better. I don't understand it.
They just played, like I said, they just played small ball, and they just played their game, man. That's it. They just been winning games.
Well, all those same guys they have just hit this year. They're all having career seasons. Alexander Bogarts, J.D. Martinez, Rafael Devers, Alex Verdugo. They're the same players that were on the team last year that didn't make the playoffs, and now they're a better team. All of a sudden, they were in last place last year. The Red Sox.
They surely were, man.
They were in last place. This is what burns me up. They were in last place last year, and now all of a sudden they're in first place. You just can't predict baseball. You just can't.
Nah, you can't, man. It's terrible.
And then the year before, they were in fourth place. And this year, they were supposed to finish like in fourth place or last place. And now they're all of a sudden. That's why we can't, you can't predict what's on paper. You're only as good as you are on paper. When the season starts, things change. Teams come out of nowhere. Look at the San Francisco Giants, another team that nobody thought was going to go anywhere.
But this team's morale is so down. There's no leadership on this team. There's no guidance on this team. They're just
there's no morale. Yeah, exactly.
They're just aimlessly playing.
No
man.
morale. There's no energy on this team either.
They're not even having fun.
Playing with energy. They're playing better without those guys that they had, all the big guns. Now they're playing better.
They're not even.
But Aaron Boone is a fuck up. He has to go blow a game. Looked like we were riding high. We were going to continue to win with this group of guys. And no, but Aaron Boone has to just basically pop the balloon is what he did. He fucking took the pin and he popped it because he thinks he's bigger than the game and he wants to manage like a dumb manager like he is. Because he always does this. He does it in the playoffs, and the reason we lost all those years is because of him. Because he makes all horrible mistakes, taking out freaking Davey Garcia and putting Jay Happen, taking guys out of the bullpen. He is the reason we lost all those games in the playoffs.
He's part of it too, man. And you know what? Yesterday was a bad loss, man, because that guy gave up that double, and then he threw it away on the wild pitch. You know what I'm saying? And then they tied the game. And man, I don't know how the Yankees do it.
And
man.
they put that guy in. That was the icing on the cake. That Brooks Christie. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I really think they don't want to win these games. These are must-win situations.
Must-win
and then
situations.
That was the topper. That was it. Brooks Christie. Are they kidding me? They couldn't have went with anybody else. They could have went with Chapman and Britt. So who cares if they weren't available to pitch because they pitched them on 3 days?
You should be going with your main guy, honestly, at this point in time.
Come on, you got to win every single game. They're must-win games. Give me a break. They're 8 games out of first place. We're not 3 games out of first place. We're 8 games out.
And you know what? Even though Chapman is having problems and all that, this is the time where you put him in so he can solve these issues that he's having.
Yeah, I don't care how.
And hopefully he can overpower and keep pitching better when he's pitching. You know, because this guy, he throws 100 miles an hour and then he don't know where the strike zone is.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You're just gonna have to go with your best, but you gotta lose with your best.
So this was the game. This was the game to have him in there. The Yankees were winning. This is the game to have him in there and let him figure it out as he pitched in Boston. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the other night he looked fine. I mean, he had that hangnail, whatever that was. He got out of it though. He struck the guy out. But he could have still pitched this game. I mean, come on, no excuses. But like I said, Luis Cessa was the guy to do it. Because he got out, he got 3 outs with getting only 5 pitches, and he got out of it. And you put Chad Green in. When he was warming up Chad Green, I didn't like our chances. I didn't have a good feeling about that game when he was coming in because I saw what he did in Houston when he gave up a 5-run lead.
Yeah,
I saw what he did against the Astros. I did not like the move.
He's done it many times. He's done it many times. He's done it over 30 times. He's blown over 30 games. Chad Green.
He didn't blow 30 games this year. He blew 2 games.
Over his career as a Yankee, he has blown over 30, 40 games. He blows at least 10, 15 games a year. Chad Green.
Well, Chad Green is not he only came in the close situation twice this year, though. He didn't blow 30 games.
No, I'm talking about he comes out of the bullpen and blows the game. Gives up the lead.
I saw him blow games
he's
in
done
the 7th
it.
inning, the 8th
He's
inning.
done it 10
What about the playoffs?
to 15 times in a season. He's done it. He's done it in the playoffs.
What about the playoffs?
He's done it in the playoffs too. He's done it in the playoffs too. He done it in 2017 with the Astros and all that.
Lindor hit the grand slam off of him. We were up like 9-3. Remember that game?
Yeah, he's done it many of times. And then when they traded him, when they got rid of Chad Green, he was doing it over there too. And the Yankees did it to him. That he blew the game pitching against the Yankees on whenever a few times.
They never traded Chad Green. Chad Green was always a Yankee. He was never on another team.
Nah, they got rid of him, man.
No, he was on the team since 2016. He never got traded. He came up with the Yankees. Just letting you know, he never was on another team. But as far as all this thing saying,
he was on a different team. Then he didn't go to the Detroit. And then they came back. This is his second time back.
Shane Green. No, that's another pitcher, man. They had Chad Green Chad Green the whole time. They never had They never traded him to another team.
I think it was a year, man.
He was on the Yankees since 2016.
They brought him back.
That's about 5 years.
They brought him back. Let me check his thing.
No, you look at his career stats. He was never on any other teams. He was on the Yankees his whole career. As far as him,
but anyway, he's blown 10 to 15 games a year anyway. It doesn't matter what team he was. He was doing.
Oh yeah, and I'll never forget what he did in the playoffs against Lindor in the ALCS. They were up 9-3. I think 9-3 they were, and he gave up a grand slam. He sucks. That guy is a choke artist. And all these Yankee fans, there's a lot of Chad Green lovers out there. Oh, this guy! What are you talking about? He's such a great relief pitcher.
No, he's not. He never was.
He sucks.
He never
He's garbage.
was.
What's so good about this guy? Every time he comes in a big lead, he blows it. This bullpen cannot save games in high pressure situations. They blow big leads. I've seen it for 5 years now. All these guys, Chapman, Britton, Chad Green,
yeah, they all
the other guy did it, Betances, Tommy Kahnle. They all suck.
They all, yeah.
Right down the line. Get out. I'd fire them. Fire everybody. I can't take this anymore. This team is going to put me in my grave. I can't take the Yankees anymore. I hate them. I hate this. I can't take this team anymore. This team will screw up a one-car funeral. That's how bad they are.
They surely would.
It's just disgraceful. It's disgraceful. You had high expectations this year to be a World Series team, and you're a fourth place team, and you're 8 games out, and you got a $220 million payroll. It's a disgrace.
Let me see. Give up. What's the noun for giving up a game? I forget what it is.
I don't know. I just know he's a choke artist. That's all I know. His numbers are not bad, but I don't like him. I just don't.
Let me see if I can hover over it and it says it. Save.
I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of this.
Goals, shutouts. Complete games. It doesn't have save opportunities. It doesn't have.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna find out his saves. He's not a closer. He never was. He blew 2 saves this year.
They have a thing for it. I just don't know what it. I just don't know what it is.
But as far as what you said about him being on another team, he was on the Yankees.
Yeah, he was 2016. On the Yankees.
So yeah, I mean, it shows it. You go to the career stats. Go to Yankee website.
Got it. He should have been gone though, a long time ago though.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be on the team much longer. I tell you that. Not like this. I don't know why they love this guy. Why I think he's such a good reliever, an elite reliever. He can't even get big outs in big spots in the regular season and the playoffs. None of these guys. I don't trust any of them. None of these guys get a pass. None of them. They're all the same to me. I held them all accountable. They're all garbage. They hyped up this bullpen like what it was. We don't have one championship with this team. Not one.
No, man. No.
We're not going to have a win with this group.
And the championship.
They suck. They're all choke artists.
And they got the championship while Steinbrenner was still alive.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Ever since he passed away, that was the end of this team.
Crazy.
What a joke. That's it. They got to win tonight. Do or die tonight. They don't win this game. That's it. I don't want to hear it from fans. We could still split. They split. They're 8 games out still. I don't want to be 8 games out. I want it to be like 5 games out or 4 games out. Then they got to win 3 out of 4. And if they get swept, that's the end. That's it. They'll be 11 games out of first place. That's it. That's the nail in the coffin. This is it. This is their season. They play Tampa after this. Oh, so this team they're toast. I mean, this team, man, they're just so. What a horrible Yankee team we had to witness this year. Just bad. It wasn't right. It was just disgraceful. This team.
It's just, man. I don't know, man.
They're a disgrace. I mean, there's just no ways to put it no more. It's just hard to watch this team.
The deadline is coming up, and
right around the corner next Friday. What are they going to do, the Yankees?
They're pretty much they're going to do nothing. So don't.
Because it doesn't seem like there's any rumblings about any big moves that they're going to make.
No, I haven't heard anything, man. Everybody else is talking that they want all these different guys, and still nothing about the Yankees, man.
No, of course not. Yeah. Of course not, because we're always the Yankees are always out of everything all the time, and you never hear them on big names. They should be on Scherzer right now. Just saying, they should be in on Scherzer.
If the Yankees will have a playoff contention, they should have got Scherzer. But at this point in time, it makes no point in even getting him now.
They should have at least made an attempt to see if they could get him. They don't even want to do that. They're such a disgrace. I'm so sick of this team with all their crap. I've had it up to here with the luxury tax that they never want to go over it, and they always want to be cheap every year because that's more important than winning a World Series. Go over the threshold every year and buy the championships, and let's win a World Series. I don't care if it's failed in the past. That's what the Yankees are made of. We're made to win. We're a team that's expected to win a World Series every year, and they should be going over the luxury tax. The Dodgers do it. All the other teams do it. The Red Sox, the Cubs, the White Sox, they all go over the luxury tax. Why don't we go over it? We always used to go over it.
The Yankee management is based on analytics, man. So they only go by the numbers, man. And what's stupid is that they go by the numbers, but they don't understand that they put all this money, billions of dollars, into winning championships that doesn't work. You know, their method of doing it doesn't work at all. They gotta come up with a different way.
That we loved. They ruined the Yankees. They ruined this team. When they took over, they ruined this whole entire They ruined this whole entire team. They screwed it up.
They took away the excitement of the team and went with analytics. So they're gonna go on every decision based on analytics. That's how this team is built now. So
they ruined the game that we love, and they ruined the team that we love. They base everything on analytics. That is right. Because they don't want to go. They don't want to make the big moves. They don't want to do that no more. It seems like Garrett Cole was the last one. That's it. That was the last straw for them. They don't want to sign any other big names on this team. They don't want to do that no more. Starting pitching, don't get me started with that, because they never want to go the extra mile for a big name starter, except Cole. It's disgraceful. We should have 3 number ones on this team right now. 3 number ones in the rotation. They should have 3 aces. Why not? Why can't we have that? The Dodgers have it. I mean, the White Sox have it. The Padres have. Why can't we have pitching like that? Because they always base everything on hitting.
They can't continue going on with bullpen games.
No.
You know, and they've been doing that for the last 3 years already. They can't continue doing that.
So tired of it.
You know what I mean? They need starting pitching, man, and that's bottom line.
Because everything's based on the offense, power hitters, and they don't even have guys that are contact hitters. I want guys that are 300 hitters, not guys that are 220, 230 hitters. Guys that put the ball in play and that had contact and that are clutch hitters. And I want starting pitchers. They don't do this. They don't even want to do any of this. What's wrong with this team? They just want to get guys like Joey Gallo. It's a disgrace. If they get him, I could just see it coming.
That's the worst move to make, man. The smartest
he's not going to do anything for their playoff chances.
Any baseball fan would know that the smartest move here is to get a starting pitcher.
Bottom line. I wouldn't even go after left-handed hitters now. Screw left-handed hitters. They need starting pitching.
They need bottom line starting pitching because
they have lefties in their lineup now. Florial's a lefty, Greg Allen's a lefty, and Ryan Lamar's a lefty. They don't need the lefties. There's the lefties right there.
Because if you don't see that they need to stop doing bullpen games, then these people don't know baseball.
Why don't he be smart for once, Brian Cashman, and acquire starting pitching? He never does it. And when he does, it's always an average pitcher. It's always, I told you, a mediocre pitcher. He doesn't want to go after a big name.
Nah.
He only signs somebody big if he's a free agent. Garrett Cole was a free agent. It wasn't a trade. That's why he was signed. CC Sabathia was a free agent. They don't do it unless it's a free agent. And you're lucky if you even get somebody as a free agent with their front office. Sometimes they could tell you to go fuck, excuse my language. But sometimes they could tell you to go take a walk. Because they don't even sign everybody like that sometimes. They were lucky to sign Cole because I heard they were getting cheap with that too.
Yeah, they were pretty cheap, man. I don't know.
They
man.
are. They are. They are. They didn't want Scherzer a couple of years back too. I think I heard they could have had Max Scherzer too. But I don't even know if Scherzer wants to be Yankee.
Yankees passed on a lot of players that they should have gotten over the years. A lot of players that they should have gotten, and that was a big mistake for a lot of them. Decisions.
Big mistake, and that's the reason why we don't have championship right now.
Because they want to be cheap.
We could have had a lot more. Their front office always wants to pass on all these guys because they run their team like a strict organization. They're just very stern and very broad and we're not going to do this. And they just tell you like they feel, and they don't want to just put their foot down. They just don't want to say, you know what, it's been 12 years. We haven't won a World Series in 12 years. Let's finally just go over the top, over the threshold, and let's go for it. Let's get the big name players. Let's do it.
They're not going to do it because the Yankee fans haven't bought enough boxes of chicken, man.
No, they don't.
That's what it is, man. They
And
waiting.
the problem is too, the reason why they can't make these trades is because they don't have a good farm system. So that's another problem.
They're waiting for these Yankee fans to reach that goal limit of buckets of chicken, man. Once they reach that goal limit,
that's how Steinbrenner's goal. The
then
revenue.
they'll say, "All right, this is the year. We're gonna buy everybody," and then they'll win the World Series.
I wouldn't fill that stadium. I'm sorry, but the fans should not be going to these games this year. The Yankees are a bad team.
Nobody's going to
these games and supporting this club.
Nobody's even buying tickets because just the other day they had tickets for $4 and $10 and all that, and the stadium wasn't even sold out or filled or anything. It was empty still.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm saying these fans shouldn't even be going to supporting this team. They should not go to games and show them that you don't support this team. To show them maybe they'll wake up and make moves next year. But they don't. And the sad thing about it is next year we're going to have the same exact team. We're not going to get rid of anybody. It's going to be the same team again.
Yeah, it's going to be the same team, the same garbage. But anyway, man, we're going to leave it here, man. And we'll talk again on the next episode.
Well, hopefully there's more positive things to talk to, and the Yankees are in a better position. But every time we talk about it, it's never a good thing. It's always something, and it seems like it's always negative because they always go backwards again. And tonight is a do-or-die game. Got to win this game tonight because if they don't win it tonight, the season's over. So that was a brutal loss last night. I don't even want to get into it because I talk about it and I get sick. So tonight it's a new day today. They don't win tonight, that's it. The season's over. It's that's it. Put a bow on it.
Absolutely, man. But anyway, man, I want to thank everybody for watching, and it's been a good show, man. Yeah, man. So hopefully everybody has a good Friday. Also, I'm playing my videos on the screen. I should have been doing this a while ago. I don't know if it's cool or not, but yeah, just to see Yankee Stadium at the background. But like, share, subscribe, man. Share this video with your friends. Tell them how crazy we are. And because we're shadow banned here, so we ain't going nowhere. So yeah, man, we're in the underground. So thank you for watching, and check out the rest of these videos on my YouTube page. And I'll see you guys later, man. So long, and see ya.